Are you thinking about making Halifax, Nova Scotia your new home? You could be making one of the best decisions in your life. Halifax is having a major moment right now, and it is no secret why. Imagine waking up to that fresh ocean air while only being about 20 minutes from world-class beaches, and living in a booming city that honestly still feels like a close-knit community. Thousands of people from all over Canada have fallen in love year over year with this amazing Atlantic Canada ocean city. But to make sure that your move is 100% seamless, you want to come in with a clear and realistic picture of what your day-to-day life might look like. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 5 things that you need to know before you move to Halifax. I'll also be covering things that you have to look forward to and also things that you need to keep in mind. My name is Zach Surratt. I'm a real estate agent in the city of Halifax and Halifax Regional Municipality. You're watching Halifax Home Guide. Now, real quick before we get into this list, I have to ask you for 2 favors. Number 1 is subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I have a goal of reaching 100 subscribers by the end of the year. And secondly, if you are thinking about moving to Halifax, you can click the link in the description below where you can book a free no obligation 30-minute phone call with me to at least help you get started. Point number 1 is the incredible coastal neighborhoods. Halifax offers an incredible mix of coastal charm and modern living at prices that still offer relative value in compared to major metropolitan areas like Toronto and Vancouver. Whether you want a historic Victorian home on the Halifax Peninsula, a stylish condo steps away from an award-winning North End restaurant, or a spacious family home with a nice backyard in Bedford, Halifax has a neighborhood style for everybody. And compared to Canada's largest markets, buying a single-family home here for on average between $500,000 and $600,000 means that your money can go much further. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that Halifax's housing market has become popular for a reason. Demand has grown fast over the last few years, especially for rentals in the downtown core, which usually average between $1,850 to $2,200 for a 1-bedroom apartment. And it's also worth noting that housing prices in certain neighborhoods have actually doubled compared to the pre-pandemic years. Pro tip for newcomers, don't just set your search criteria specific to the downtown core. Exploring vibrant surroundings such as Dartmouth, Fairview, or Lower Sackville gives you an incredible space, faster access to nature, and great local amenities. Number 2, an unbeatable lifestyle value. In Halifax, your work-life balance shoots through the roof. Commutes are significantly shorter, meaning that you have more time to do the things that you love, rather than being stuck in traffic. Whether it's catching a sunset at your local park, surfing at Lawrencetown Beach, or enjoying Halifax's famous local food and music scene. Now, to budget like a local, you'll want to keep in mind Nova Scotia's tax and utility structure. Nova Scotia ranks as having one of the highest income taxes in Canada, and we have an HST rate of 14%. And depending on what type of system you have, home heating in the Maritimes can be very expensive. Most locals find that installing a modern heat pump easily solves the heating and as a bonus gives you some air conditioning in the summertime, which is definitely something that you will enjoy here as our summers do get quite hot and humid. When you factor in the thousands of dollars saved on big city entertainment and endless commuting, the trade-off in quality of life is something that many newcomers make. Number 3, the healthcare system. Now, this is an issue that many other provinces are also facing. If you've done any research up until this point, you may have noticed that the healthcare system comes top of mind, and not necessarily for good reasons. On the other hand, Nova Scotia is heavily invested in innovating our healthcare system, giving you convenient new ways to access care. Nova Scotia is rapidly expanding its primary healthcare model. Programs like VirtualCareNS allow you to access a doctor or a nurse practitioner from the comfort of your home on your mobile device or laptop. On top of that, local pharmacies have also expanded their scope, meaning you can easily walk into your neighborhood pharmacist and get treated and seen for mild ailments, some prescriptions, and health checkups without waiting in line at a clinic. However, you also want to keep in mind that being assigned a single permanent family doctor could take years. due to the long wait lists. My advice, as soon as you arrive to Nova Scotia and get your health identification card, register right away on the Provincial Need a Family Practice Registry. In the meantime, take full advantage of the virtual care and local pharmacy clinics. They work amazingly well for day-to-day healthcare needs. Number 4, 2 amazing cities in one. Moving to Halifax actually gives you 2 incredible urban hubs for the price of one. Halifax and Dartmouth sit right across the harbor from one another and are connected by 2 major suspension bridges and a ferry service that is very fast. While downtown Halifax offers historic charm, university energy, and a bustling harbor boardwalk, Dartmouth, known as the City of Lakes, has emerged as one of the coolest, more artistic communities in Eastern Canada. Dartmouth boasts trendy independent cafes, award-winning craft breweries, beautiful urban lakes for kayaking and paddleboarding, and not to mention an absolutely stunning view of the Halifax skyline from across the harbor. Just one quick thing to keep in mind is that bridge traffic. If you live in Dartmouth or Bedford and work on the Halifax Peninsula, rush hour across the Angus L. MacDonald and McKay bridges can be very slow, especially if there's an accident or lane closures. Now, I know that some of you Toronto folks will move here and say that the traffic is absolutely nothing compared to what you guys have, and I totally understand that. But it might still be a good idea to plan your commute around peak rush hour, or better yet, take the ferry and start your morning off with a beautiful harbor cruise. Now on to our 5th and final point, which is our 4-season ocean playground and that maritime warmth. You get to experience that true East Coast hospitality and enjoy 4 very distinct seasons. Nova Scotians are world famous for being friendly, welcoming, and genuinely caring. You'll notice people striking up casual conversations while waiting in line for a coffee, helping neighbors clear snow, and greeting you on sidewalks, literally just to say hi. Now, what about the weather? Autumns in Nova Scotia are stunningly gorgeous. Summers are warm and breezy, with the occasional heat wave every now and then. And winter snowfall turns historic downtown streets into something out of a holiday card. However, there's a few things that you do want to keep in mind. The first thing is that based off of our geographic location, we do from time to time end up getting hit by those strong Atlantic hurricanes, and we've had Category 1 and Category 2 storms hit us within the last few years. You'll also want to keep in mind that coastal weather can change quickly. In the summertime, it might be nice and sunny in Bedford, but when you get to downtown Halifax, it may be foggy and 5 degrees cooler. So my advice is to keep a rain jacket in your car or maybe some extra layers so you can be prepared if the weather changes quickly. So at the end of the day, is moving to Halifax actually worth it? Yes, absolutely. But it also depends on what kind of lifestyle you're looking to have. The incredible sense of community, unlimited access to nature, and vibrant East Coast culture makes Halifax one of the best places to live, work, and build a life. If this video made you feel excited and more prepared for your move, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Halifax real estate related content. If you are planning to relocate here, which Halifax neighborhood are you most excited to check out? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.